Hey all, it's Samantha here, Samantha Sutherland Art and Books. Welcome, if you're new. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube, and to those of you who've been around for a while, welcome back. I have my trusty cup of tea, so how about you pull up a pew and grab a brew and we'll have a chat. I'm so sorry that I haven't really been around a huge amount. I had ideas for making loads of different content and none of it has happened, unfortunately, and things I was going to join in on, now I'm not. Let me explain. But basically, the last few weeks I've had a really bad IBS flare-up and massive joint pain, and fatigue has hit me really hard. And I've been uncomfortable and unwell and in pain and miserable, and I didn't want to inflict that on the people of YouTube, because I like to come on here and I like to have the distraction of talking to everyone who likes to hear me ramble on about books and things. So yeah, I just have not been up to doing any of that. I've not felt like doing it because I've been too unwell. And also, I found myself in a little bit of a book slump. I finished reading The Hunjin Murders for Tristan the Classics book club, which I liked. I found it okay. It reminded me of Columbo, the detective in it. If you remember Columbo, so people of a certain age will. Peter Falk, he would always go, just one more thing, and he was very unkempt and very messy. Yeah, so he kind of reminded me of him a little bit, but it was an entertaining book. The twist was interesting. I could highly recommend it. Will I reread it? Possibly in the future when I'm not under a time pressure to read it. Also, before I completely get started, before I forget completely, because I haven't got my script. This is kind of last minute. I thought I'd just pop on kind of thing. I wanted to say a huge thank you to Kelly of Books I'm Not Reading and Sarah of My Granny Era. They gave me a shout out. Sarah shared my book tag video and Kelly mentioned me in her last Friday shout out video. I just wanted to say thank you. It made my day, I have to admit. I'd been feeling really rubbish, and then to get the notification from YouTube, although YouTube neglected to tell me for a week that Sarah had tagged me, because YouTube's slow apparently. So thank you so much for that. It was very unexpected and it was lovely, and go over and say hi to them from here. They are just so lovely. They always make me smile. Yeah, I always really enjoy their videos and their content. Talking of videos and content, I have been watching a lot of YouTube actually, and a lot of TV. I've been binge watching something, which brings me to my next thing. I've been kind of inspired. I've been watching a lot of Rammell Broadcasting, and I have decided to dip my toes into post-apocalyptic novels, and I do like horror novels, so I want to read more horror novels, especially this year. I'm looking for something that's just a little bit easier for me to read, because fatigue, especially when it's still cold weather, it's always really high. I'm not sleeping and I'm finding it difficult to concentrate on a lot of books. So I'm looking for kind of distraction reading now more than anything. So I decided to borrow my husband's book, which is Metro 2033. Now, I was watching Rammell Broadcasting earlier, and he mentioned this book. He's got it on like two or three different lists, and it keeps popping up on other booktubers. So I thought, my husband's got it because I bought him a copy, so I'm going to give it a look. And actually, so far, even though I'm like 7 pages in, I'm actually liking it. It's dark, it's spooky, it's all right. Whether I'll keep liking it, I don't know. And I've had a small wee accident. I may have broke my no book buying for the rest of the year thing, or rarely buying books for the rest of the year. I had an accident on World of Books on eBay. It's not my fault. In my defense, I was watching Rammell's live broadcast, and he mentioned 1984, and he's mentioned it on his channel a few times. And Ray Bradbury, I forgot who wrote 1984 now. George Orwell. He's mentioned George Orwell as well. And so I went on World of Books, I went on Awesome Books, I went on Amazon, and I was looking for particular books because I wanted to buy them. I wanted, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep and 1984. Could I find them under a tenner? Could I find them under £8? No, I couldn't. So I went on to eBay thinking I'm bound to find them there. Here's the weird thing. I went through World of Books on eBay and I got 3 books, buy a 4th one and you get the 4th one free. So buy 4, get 1 free, sorry. I got 1984 for £4 less than they were charging on World of Books, their main site. A lot cheaper than Amazon. And I also ordered Philip K. Dick's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, Slaughterhouse 5, 1984. Yeah, that's all of them. Slaughterhouse 5, 1984, Do Android's Dream. There's another one. And I forgot which one it was. So I ordered 4. And then I may have been given an offer for Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked This Way Comes, which was mentioned on a few different booktubes today, including Rammell. I have been watching a lot of his because I wasn't really into reading sci-fi and post-apocalyptic, but excuse me, I always enjoy his videos because they do make me laugh and they are funny, and he's honest in his reviews. And he's got a beautiful library. Oh, and he likes manga. I love manga. I like dark manga. So, I was thinking about what I want to do with my channel. New year, new direction. I feel like I need, because I keep getting into reading slumps, because I'll read something and I find what I have, although lovely, and I bought them because I wanted to read them, I'm a mood reader. I've noticed I'm a mood reader, and I just was really in the mood for post-apocalyptic. So I picked up my husband's copy of Metro 2033 by Dmitry Glukhovsky. I may have just completely massacred that name, but I've played the game, sort of. I couldn't play it because I suffer from like, what do they call it, when things move in games you feel sick. And it kept going from light to dark, and my husband had to play it for me, so I watched my husband play it. Sorry, watching him play it, but I couldn't play it myself. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to read it, so yeah, I went on the bookshelf this afternoon because I thought, I am sure we've got this, because I think there's 3 books and I want to read the series, because if I like this, then I actually might read the series. And I found it and I thought, yes. So I started reading it and I'm liking it. And I want to kind of read different books, but mainly possibly focusing on books like this and horror, as well as classics as well. Although I'm a bit stumped with a particular classic. I have been reading Les Mis and I am struggling. I am very stuck. I'm struggling. I was reading one lot of the 12 pages and I actually was starting to fall asleep, which isn't good. And when I'm at that point reading a book, I just have to put it down. And I was really kind of a bit miffed because I was really looking forward to reading it. And that's when I was just, like I said, in the mood for something a little bit dark. And I have a manga collection that is quite dark, I will admit. I love Death Note. I have got every volume of Death Note. I've got Junji Ito's books, because of Rammell, although I can't completely blame him, because I didn't have to buy them. but I did. I ummed and ahed for like a week, and my husband was like, just buy them. We've got everything. Christmas is sorted. I got them before Christmas. And so I bought all 3 books of the Junji Ito collection, which Rammell actually has. He's actually he's done a review on all of them, and I asked him which one I should start with, and he told me, or someone else in the comments was lovely enough to tell me which one to start with. And then I was like, well, if I get all 3 of them for this price, it's cheaper than paying this much per book, because I know I'm going to like them, because I like Junji Ito's artwork. I've seen his artwork before. Another YouTuber that I've watched got to interview him, so I bought them, and I haven't done a reveal of them because I've put them in a box, which is really annoying, because we have to get the house sorted out, which is another thing. I may, after this week, not be about a huge amount, because we have to get the spare room sorted out. We have to get this house to some sort of sorted, because we need a new kitchen, and before we can get a new kitchen, we need to solve the damp issue and the cold issue in the house, and my daughter's too big for her bedroom, so we have to sort that out ASAP. And I'm trying to help do that, and I'm trying to call around places, and I'm trying to get things done, but then I know that I need to make a video because YouTube doesn't like it if you don't make videos. So I have decided that after this week, I've decided to take a little bit of a break, possibly for the whole of this month. But should I buy anything new, I will pop on and I will show you the pretties that I have bought. But there's going to be a bit of a change, I have to admit. Also, because I've accidentally put an order into World of Books and eBay, there's excuse me, a few books that I want to read before I start giving reviews and stuff. So I've decided that if I can take a break, then I can read. I can sit and I can read. That's the one thing I can do at the moment, is just sit and read, because I have been just suffering so much lately. And as the month gets on into kind of March, April, that's when it kind of tends to get warmer. I'm not too bad. So as much as I don't want to take a break, because I know that I have a very slow building of subscribers, some of you may drop off, which is fine. I don't blame you. I'm not putting anything out. Why stick with me? But if you want to, I'd really appreciate it, because when I come back, I'll have reviews and I'll have other things to talk about, which will be cool, and possibly a new look, because I need to get my hair cut. Also, the content of my videos are going to change slightly, because, well, not too much, because I already talk about the films that I've been watching and stuff, but I've been watching an amazing TV series, which I'll talk about in a minute, which is looking to get a season 4, and we're now on season 3. And it's been fantastic. So yeah, I may talk a little bit more about films and books as well, and there might be a few more horror books in the future, because I have some on my birthday list as well. I'm trying to be good, try not to buy all the books I want now. That's my problem. Just give me 1 minute. Just had to nip and check the bath, because as usual, I'm running my little one's bath, and I nipped downstairs. Yeah, so as you know, I think it was, did I finish this year or last year? I finished it last year, almost certain. Yeah, Pen Pal by Dathan Orbach. I loved this. The twist in this was amazing. I cried like a baby whilst reading it at a certain point. I don't want to say any more, because that might lead you to something. But anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I was in a book slump when I read this. I wanted to read something after I read My Best Friend's Exorcism, which I thoroughly enjoyed, absolutely loved. I still need to watch the film, which I might try and get watched this week. But I have a list of spooky and scary books that I want to purchase and read. And also I've been watching a series called From. Now From started a few years back. It's been out for a little bit, and I did record all the episodes. Then I deleted them all because I thought we won't get around to watching them. And then every so often I kind of think, I wish I'd watched it. And every time I see a clip for it, I'm like, I wish I'd watched it. I was watching Daniel of Cobweb's channel, who had binge watched the first 2 seasons with his wife so they could watch the third. And then I downloaded the first episode, and me and my husband watched it, and we've binge watched it. And we're now on season 3, and we've downloaded them all because we can't wait week by week to find out what goes on, because it's so amazing. This is a real folk horror. I think it's folk horror in a way. Horror series, which I can highly recommend. It's not full of the usual cliche horrors. It's not a spoiler, but someone needs to start the car in an emergency, and it starts. First time, perfectly, and off they drive. Now that never happens in horror. It has been amazing. Seasons 1 and 2 were great. It really set up what's going on, and all these new people come in, and then it all goes very, very wrong. And something happens in the series which made me, I was inconsolable with tears. It really draws you in. It really makes you care about the characters, which you really shouldn't in horror. It's a bad idea. But it's been absolutely fantastic. The twists, the turns, I've held my breath. I've sharp intakes of breath. Hands have gone over eyes. It's been amazing. It's been a roller coaster of emotions watching it, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's probably one of the best shows I have watched in a very, very long time. Usually I start watching a TV series, I get bored. I have not gotten bored once. I've not been on the computer whilst it's been on. I've not looked at my phone while it's been on. It's a pace that's kept up pretty much a lot of the time, and when there's a lull in the episodes, it's good because you need to recover. A bit like with Pen Pal, actually. I noticed that, I think I mentioned there was a bit of slow writing in it, which were okay, but you kind of needed that to kind of get over the shock of the previous chapter. Yeah, From has been an amazing series because it's got an amazing cast. The guy from Band of Brothers is in it. One of the soldiers from Band of Brothers in it. And it's, yeah, the acting is superb. You really feel for these characters. And if you like a series that's bizarre, scary, where you have no clue what's going on, please go into this blind. Don't look it up. Don't look up plot twists. Don't look up what things are in the thing. That, I think, will ruin your viewing. I think going in blind and just enjoy the series, because I found it so far absolutely fantastic. It's kind of, are they there? Is it real? Are they asleep? Are they in a coma? What's going on? How did they get here? Where are they? It's brilliant. It's fantastic. I can highly, highly recommend it. So yeah, I've been enjoying From. I've been watching that, and also quite a lot of YouTube, because I've not really been able to do a huge amount of reading, and I've been in a reading slump. I really have. I finished the Honjin Murders a few days ago, kind of like Saturday, I think it was, Friday or Saturday. Yeah, Friday early hours of the morning. And yeah, it was good, but I just, being a mood reader, I'm now a mood reader, I didn't know what else to read, and I have to wait for all the books I've ordered to come, which are coming this week. But I needed something to read in the meantime, and I'm interested to see how far I get through this book, actually. So yes. Also, I have been binge watching Dracula on Shudder. It's a competition, a horror drag competition, and it's been fantastic. All the series have been good. This one is the most bonkers one yet. oh my word, there are alliances, there's tempers, there's tantrums, there's, yeah, it's been fantastic. And they've had judges like Jennifer Tilly and David Dashmalchian, who was in Late Night with the Devil. I think I need to watch that film again. I did watch it, and I mentioned in a previous video it was all right, but I think I might have had a grump on. I was a bit bored when I watched it, so I'm wondering if that had the difference. So I might try and watch Late Night with the Devil again, because you never know. Second viewing, I might find it different. I might leave it. Well, I'll leave it for a few weeks and then I'll watch it. I have to let you know what I think. Just 1 minute. I haven't overflowed the bathtub this time again. Yay! But where was I? Yeah, so I might watch Late Night with the Devil again. I'm thinking of actually getting rid of Shudder, but if we can have days where it's miserable, I might keep it for a little bit longer. Because we've watched some really good stuff on there. Caveat, which was spooky, creepy, and amazing. Excuse me. And then we watched Oddity, because I insisted on watching Caveat first, because there's something in Caveat that appears in Oddity. And that was amazing. It made me jump. The jump scares were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I want to kind of read more horror. Maybe talk about what I've been watching a little bit more. Also, I have ideas for artwork, which I don't really get much of a chance to do. And I think I'm in an art slump as well, because I kind of seem to have fallen out of love with paint. But we'll see what happens. I have other materials I can use for creating artwork. I want to do something a little bit different with textiles and plaster of Paris and things like that. So yeah, there won't be a Poetry Thursday for a little bit either. I think I might have a break from that for a little while, because like I said, we have to get this house sorted out. And I am putting all of my books into boxes. I'm keeping out a small amount of books, which also reminds me I was going to take part in the Beefcake Book Challenge. I was tagged by RobertG, reader of books, but now I don't think I have the time or the energy to give to that challenge this year. I might start it new next year because we're already in February and you're supposed to tag people in, and they're supposed to be really big, thick books. And I do have a load of really big, thick books. But because they're so big and they take up a whole box on their own, I need to get them stashed in a box, because we have to get the damp problem sorted out in our house. We need to get things sorted, and with everything that's not in boxes is in the way of getting these things sorted out. So I'm getting a bit stressed trying to sort out my daughter's room, because we've promised her so many times that it's going to be done, and we've been doing that for 2 years, promising her, and it's not been done on time. So this time I really want to concentrate on getting it sorted. I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's mind of its own today, plus also it needs cutting. Look at that. Can't see. Ow. Yeah, so, and also I'm not sleeping and I'm quite fatigued, as you can probably tell. I've been having lots of flare-ups and lots of crashes, unfortunately, so I have to get them under control as well. And the thing is, I really like making videos for my channel, and it is actually kind of really annoying that I've only got a certain amount of days during the week to help my husband kind of put things in boxes and clear the spare room and prep it for painting, etc. Because on Tuesdays and Fridays I have physio. And I've got hospital appointments this week, pretty much most days. It's really annoying. So yeah, I need to get things sorted out, and I've noticed that I'm getting stressed, which means I'm getting flare-ups and I'm getting crashes as well. So I thought if I can just kind of get them under control a little bit, I'm not going to stay off the channel for like the entire month. I'll probably pop on, like I said, to let you know a book review for books I'm reading. I'm hoping to get this read. I'm going to challenge myself just because I want to. I'm going to challenge myself to get this read in a week or two. There's no way I'm going to read this in a week. There's 400 odd pages. So I'm going to see how long it takes me to read this. And I'm going to try monogamously read a book as much as I possibly can. And I'm jumping feet first into sci-fi. I don't usually read sci-fi ever, and I'm going to be reading the book that inspired the film Blade Runner, which is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Now, Philip K. Dick was a bit of a he was one of a kind. He was a bit insane, and his books reflect that. And I absolutely love Blade Runner, and apparently the book is better than the film in some respects. Nothing like the film at all, which is obvious. So yeah. And also, I'd like to get the studio/library up and running, and I can't do that if I can't get the spare room sorted. It's getting kind of stressful now. I'm getting a bit stressed about not having anywhere to put my art materials or any of my books. So I've decided that it would just be best, just for a little bit, to have a break. It will probably most likely be for the whole of the month, starting next week. I will do a haul video this week. I'm thinking instead of Poetry Thursday, I might do a haul video. Although I've got a hospital appointment in the morning. I can film it while my husband goes to pick up my daughter from school. Who's been off today. It was gnarly cold. She was so ill last night, bless her. So yeah, that's the idea going forward, and I'm really sorry that I haven't got much more to show you, but I do have some stationery to show. I have a book haul to show. I'm still waiting for one book which hasn't turned up, which I'm thinking might now be lost, but we'll see. I got a very special book in the post this afternoon, which was a David Lynch book. David Lynch, as we know, passed away a couple of weeks ago. And as a massive fan of Twin Peaks, it was a big part of my teenage years. I watched it when I really shouldn't have been watching it. And I have watched quite a few of his films, and I do like his films sometimes. I love his artwork even more, and I bought a book of his artwork. So I'm going to do a review video for that, because I was going to make the Beefcake Book Challenge video this week, but as I'm now not going to be taking part in the challenge because I'm never going to get anything read, not with trying to get everything sorted, and the kitchen's going to be done this year, and we need to get some company that I found in to spray for mold, etc. Life is hitting, and I want to be able to make a video where, for once, I'm not in pain and I'm not stumbling over my words because I'm tired. And also, I want to kind of learn to kind of edit a little bit better as well. Maybe make some, maybe not funky videos, but yeah, videos in an interesting environment which fits the channel. And I know I can do that with my studio next door, which I really need to get sorted. So that's a take you with me project. So as soon as I have finished, or mainly my husband has finished doing the spare room, he's going to rip out everything in that room, and we're going to start bare bones from scratch. So I'll take you with me to pick the colours, although I have an idea what colour I want to paint the room. Maybe you might get to see me using a paintbrush for like 2 minutes before I have to sit down. So yeah, we're going to get a new carpet, new desk, new bookcases, new everything for that room. And I need to save up for that too, so I need to stop buying books. So once the books that I've ordered have come, I actually mean it. I'm going to read them and save up for something different. I was going to go to Festival of Quilts this year, but I think I might put that on hold for another year because I want to get the studio sorted out, kitted out, looking fab, which I promise I'll take you with me on that one. Anyway, I think I've rambled on, and I'm sorry this was not a more exciting video. There will be a whole video this week. I'll make the whole video. And also the David Lynch art book video, unless I put it in the same video as the whole video, because it would count as whole. But that one will probably be the last video for a few weeks, and I hope you're all right with that, because I know that if I disappear, or with me disappearing, subscribers might disappear, which I completely fully understand. I do. And also my channel won't grow. I know that. I don't make the channel for earning reasons or anything. I make it because I like to ramble on about books and films and share my interests with you all. I just will come back with a few more interests. Possibly even some artwork. Who knows? The David Lynch book is very inspirational, can I just say? Definitely my type of art that I could see me making. Also, I want to get Dathan Auerbach's second book, Bad Man. It sounds like a lot like this book, like a lot like Pen Pal. So yes, I think once these books have come, and there is one more book I would like to buy. It's from a YouTuber who the book title, I just want the book for the title. Books to read to your children, in brackets, if you're a very bad parent, by Michael, I forgot his last name. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel. I've just subscribed to him. He's very interesting to listen to. He's got some great recommendations for books. He does mainly horror books. I still do watch people like Woldenburn Reads and Books I'm Not Reading, My Granny Era. Who else have I been? I've been watching a lot of Tristan the Classics. I've also been watching a lot of Laura Horn Art, and Sam Walks a lot, and Beard Meets Food, mainly because I can't eat a lot of food and that it always looks nice, and a few others as well. So I do have a list of the YouTubers I've been watching, so I will share them underneath the video. The books that I have ordered, they'll be here this week, so that could be part of my haul. I didn't put them on my list, actually. I've come up with a list of books to see how much I'm spending. And I've not put them on. Whether I'll give you the total or not, I don't know. Probably not, because it's quite a bit. But I'd like to buy at least just one, maybe two more books after these have come. But in a couple weeks though. Well, anyway, I'm going to go and get my snotty little one, because she's full of cold, into the bath, early to bed, hopefully. She's got school tomorrow. And I want to go off and read some more of Metro 2033. And I might get the other two in the series later on down the line. But yeah, other than that, busy week ahead, and I know the channel numbers won't be great, and I know that yeah, I'm prepared, and to be honest, I need to stop worrying about things, and I'm trying to kind of be calmer and just kind of calm myself and things, and I can't do that if I'm worrying about everything. So I have made the decision, like I said, to take a small break. to enjoy YouTube, to enjoy watching films that I've been wanting to watch for a long time, to building my 1970s, 1960s, 1970s DVD collection when I'm able to, which I've already started. I might, they can be part of the haul as well. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now because I know I'm rambling, and you must be bored. You probably all switched off by now, which is fine. But yeah, I hope you understand, and I hope it's all right and you don't mind. Just a little bit of radio silence for the rest of the month, maybe with the odd hopping back on again. I'll still do shorts because they're quick and easy and they're fun to do. And I'm going to make more of an effort to put things onto Instagram. I have deleted my Facebook page. I just don't have the time or the energy. So I'm now down to YouTube, Goodreads, and Instagram. And actually, on Goodreads, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I will be back this week with the whole video. So good reading to you. Happy Monday, because it's Monday. Happy reading. Stay warm, stay cozy, stay safe, and stay dry. And I will see you hopefully the rest of some point this week when I have a little bit of time to do a little bit of a haul. It's why I've done this video now. That way I can chat about what my plans are for my channel for this going forward, and that way it's not taken up too huge an amount of time, which this ramble has literally been nearly 40 minutes. I'm so very sorry. So I'm going to go now. So again, good reading to you. I'll see you later. Happy reading. Stay warm, stay cozy. I'll see you later. Thanks everyone. See you later. Bye.